Okay, welcome back everyone. You already know who this is. And today we got yet another unboxing video for you guys. And you guys see the title. It's the SH Monsterarts Burning Godzilla, the 70th anniversary edition. So this is one I'm really excited for. As you know, Burning Godzilla, the 1995 design from Godzilla vs. Destroyer, is literally one of the most peakest designs of all time for Godzilla. Literally like a top 3 design. So iconic in the film, so heartbreaking. And this year, we're celebrating the film's 30th anniversary. That's crazy. But anyways, as you can see, I'm getting straight into this because I'm really excited for this one. And of course, this was shipped by Big Bad Toy Store. Shout out to them. Always count on them. And yeah, again, shout out to Big Bad Toy Store. Very nice. And alright, here we go. Some bubble wrap. Very nice. You can see the box. Burning Godzilla. Oh yeah, this is going to be an awesome one. So let me pull it out. Okay. So, here is the box. The SH Monsterarts Godzilla 1995 70th Anniversary Special Version. As you can see here, Godzilla 70th Anniversary. And then Godzilla vs. Destroyer's 30th Anniversary. Again, this Godzilla has turned 30 years old. Well, he's going to turn 30 years old later this year in December. Alright, so as you can see, this is the front of the box. Very nice. And you can see Godzilla, burning Godzilla himself, sort of, if the light doesn't get in the way. But here you go. A first sneak peek of him. Very nice. Another windowed box for our Monsterarts figure, so that's pretty cool. Okay, here's the side of the box. Again, 70th anniversary. And then 30th anniversary for this Burning Godzilla, his film, Godzilla vs. Destroyer, released back in 1995. Other side of the box. Nice promo shot of Burning Godzilla. Very nice. Okay. Top of the box. Slash marks. Very nice. Very cool. Okay. Bottom of the box. Promo pic. Some legal stuff. And the back of the box. With all the promo shots. And the accessories. Because this guy comes with a lot of accessories. Which is really, really good to see. So again, here's the figure, his 70th anniversary display. Interesting, they definitely could have used the 30th anniversary display for the film, but still pretty nice nonetheless. And look at that, he comes with a beam, his infinite breath. That is fucking awesome. Now, even though it's just literally just a plain Heisei Godzilla breath that they used to sculpt for, but still, it's supposed to be his infinite breath, which I'll take any beam. Any beam is nice. Any effect part. So that's really cool. And it comes with extra hands. So yeah, very excited to get this guy open. I have the Rebirth version of this guy. The Rebirth Godzilla from Monsterarts. And the Ultimate Burning version from Monsterarts. So I'm definitely going to compare all 3 of them together once I get this guy out of the box. Which we're going to right now. So let's get this show on the road. Let me flip in this way, because the tape is right here. And let me put the camera down for this. Okay. Let's get the show on the road. The SH Monsterarts Burning Godzilla 70th Anniversary Edition. Alright. Open the flip. I guess we can turn them around now. Alright. And just pull the thing out. The whole tray. Alright, here we go. Oh, when you got the background out too on accident. Okay. Alright, whatever. Oh, an actual instruction manual in the big 2025. That's crazy. Alright. So there's the extra hands. And then the effect part, his infinite breath. What's supposed to be his infinite breath. And then the base. 70th anniversary base. How to attach everything. Very nice. Okay. QR code somewhere if you want to scan that. All right. Alright, so here we go. Double tray. Very nice. Ooh, look at that. Look at that shit. That is awesome. Let's fucking go. You love to see it. Effect parts from a Monsterarts figure in the big 2025. You don't see that often anymore from Monsterarts, so kudos to Monsterarts for that. Matter of fact, let's get these accessories out of the way. Alright. So here's the base. Very cool. Very nice. Awesome base for the stand. And of course, the infinite breath. If the camera will focus, please. But as you can see, this is really fucking cool. Now it's literally just a plain normal heat ray breath effect from any other Heisei Godzilla from their line. It's not it doesn't have the spirals like it's supposed to, but nonetheless, I'll fucking take this shit any day. Any effect part is good these days. Cause man, you don't see these often anymore from Monsterarts these days, so this is fucking cool. His infinite breath, very nice. There's a hole where you plug in the stand, which is, I'm gonna take it out real quick, right here. And we're gonna do that later, after we get the big G out. Anyways, and then there's two hands. Alright. Very nice. Very nice. Alright. Time for the big G himself. Okay. Move everything out of the way for this. Because this should be interesting. Alright. I don't think there's any tape. Hopefully not. There is not. Alright. Time to get the big G. Well, let's get his stand first. 70th anniversary stand. This is fucking awesome. Very glossy. But look at that shit. Very cool. I'll show it off more in just a bit. Let's just get the big G out of the way. Big burning Godzilla. Let's fucking go. Hopefully nothing's gonna pop off, but we'll see. Okay. See if I can do this carefully. Come on. Okay. Alright. Okay, so far so good. So far so good. Okay, nothing's popped off so far. Oh, don't tell me there's tape. Yep, of course there's tape on this part. Let's see if I can slide it out. Yep. Alright. Okay. Burning Godzilla is unleashed. And first things first, let's take a look at those damn eyes. Let's see those eyes. The camera will focus. Let's see. No derpy eyes. I can confirm you from my own eyes. Burning Godzilla does not have any derpy eyes if this fucking camera will focus. Alright, let me move everything out of the way so we can take a close look at Burning Godzilla. Okay, taking a close look at Burning Godzilla. Now let's see if you can see his eyes. As you can see, his eyes hardly derpy at all. They are spot on my figure, so I'm very pleased to see that. And man, I gotta say, this guy is so fucking cool. Man, they really nailed it on this guy. Look at that. The like golden like paint on him. It really shines, brings out the burning side of him, all that power in him, all that radiation, letting you know he's the real deal and he's about to melt down. You can see the power surging in him with all these nice paint apps. You can tell this Godzilla is the real deal, because he is. He's literally the most powerful Godzilla in film history. Well, either him or Gemstone Godzilla. Literally one or the other. But anyways, look at this shit, bruh. I'm gonna say it already, this is the most definitive burning Godzilla on the market. And it's not even close. Just look at that, bruh. Man. They really nailed the sculpt for their Toho Godzillas. Not so much the Monsterverse stuff, but when it comes to Toho Godzilla, Tamashii Nations absolutely fucking cooks. Because My goodness, look at this shit, bro. You guys definitely see why this design is a top 3. And they absolutely nailed it. This gold paint really enhances everything. Like, look at that. This is fucking cool. I really like this guy a lot. Alright, let's take a look at his articulation. Okay, same old with this sculpt. I have 2 other versions of this sculpt. So let's just take a look real quickly. The mouth on the ball joint. So you can move it. So. Very nice. The tongue, I don't think... Yeah, the tongue doesn't move, which is fine. The head is on a ball joint. Well, it doesn't want to fucking move. Hardly anything. Yeah. So it's, this figure, right off the bat, is very stiff, I'm noticing. But it's on a ball joint. And onto another ball joint. So double ball joint system for the neck and head. Very cool. You can look up, down, left, right, all that cool stuff. Very cool. And then the arms, it can go out about that far, and can't really rotate back and forth that much, which is fine. And then here, nice rotation here. You could probably do a 360 if it wasn't for the arm getting in the way of the legs. And then the nice bend on the elbows. Very cool. I think you could, nah, you can kind of twist it without spinning because of this part. No, you can definitely rotate the elbow too, if you want to. But mainly a main bend here, which is nice. And then ball joints for the hands. And of course the same applies to this side of the arm. Same thing. Okay. Now here, the chest, the torso, whatever you call it, the chest place. This piece right here doesn't really want to move on my figure. I don't really want to mess with it too much. But I'm perfectly fine with this because on my Ultimate Burning Godzilla, this piece likes to pop off pretty easily. So here, very stiff, but essentially you can move it like forwards, backwards just a little bit, and side to side. But on mine, it's pretty stiff, but you can see it moving a bit. Do be mindful of the dorsal fin zone. So that's that. And then here, the torso right here, you can move it forward, backward, and lean side to side a bit. Again, be mindful of the dorsal fins. Legs, let's see, they can kick about that far up and then backwards. Ooh, that far. They're on ball joints, so you can move them freely. Spread like this. Very nice. And then a nice bend on the knees. Very cool. Alright. And then ball joint here. And then another ball joint here on the shin. And of course the feet are on ball joints. Very stiff though, I will say. What about this leg? Well, same thing applies. Bend, ball joint at the shin, and then the feet. Okay, this one's not that stiff. So here you can see the ball joint in motion. So this one's definitely very stiff, which is fine, because at least nothing's popping off. So I'll gladly take that. Yeah, so now that I'm playing around with it more, it's definitely moving a bit more. So do be mindful. This guy's gonna be pretty stiff, but that's perfectly fine. It's better than everything popping off, you know? And of course the tail, last but not least, comprised of multiple ball joints all around the tail, but again, pretty stiff, but still satisfying to see. You know, very cool. Okay, and then the last ball joint is right here. So like every 2 sections, there's a ball joint all around the tail up until this part. Then this whole piece is just one singular piece, which is fine, you know, very cool. Let's see if I can get it to bend a little bit to the side. Again, his articulation, very stiff, but that's perfectly fine. The more you play around with him, the more it'll loosen up a bit. It'll be easier to move. But so far, sculpt, paint apps, absolutely W figure so far. Sculpt paint apps, again, they nailed it. Articulation, great. Pretty stiff, but that's perfectly fine. And now the accessories time. Here are the accessories. If I can get it all in one shot. There you go. There's the accessories. So, what do we got? First off, some extra hands, open hands. The camera will focus. Open claw hands. And I might try these out in a bit. But first, we gotta take a look at the beam effect, his infinite breath. This is fucking cool. You love to see an effect part from Monsterarts these days. And so how this works, here's the base, and here's the stand. Here's a hole on the beam. You just plug it in like so. Alright, it's plugged in. And now this plug right here goes into here, and this hole, plug it in, and boom, the effect part is ready. And all you gotta do is line everything up to Godzilla's mouth, burning Godzilla's mouth. If the camera will fucking focus, please. Alright, and boom, there you go. Burning Godzilla is now unleashing his infinite breath, ready to take down Destroya, which, by the way, I do have Destroya on pre-order, so definitely stay tuned for that unboxing. Definitely gonna display them together with this guy. But yeah, here he is, burning Godzilla with his infinite breath. This is fucking cool. This is what we need. Like, again, this guy is easily the most definitive burning Godzilla on the market. Great sculpt, great paint apps, great articulation, great accessories. Everything spot on so far with this guy. Alright, and last but not least, kind of an interesting choice of stand. But what's interesting is they chose the 70th anniversary logo for Godzilla instead of the 30th anniversary for the movie Godzilla vs. Destroya. But nonetheless, I rock with this a lot. This is fucking cool. Pretty glossy, so I don't want to expose myself. So that's why I moved the camera for this. But very nice stand. You just gotta put Godzilla on top of it, I guess. Yeah, pretty nice. Pretty nice, I guess. You know? But yeah, those are his accessories. Okay, and for some quick size comparisons, here is Burning Godzilla compared to the SH Monsterarts Mechagodzilla from Godzilla vs. Kong. Very nice. As you can see, Burning Godzilla is more on a 6-inch scale, whereas Mechagodzilla definitely towers over him, which is nice to see. And there's a reason why I'm bringing this guy up, because let's just say you're gonna see him again, and probably my next video. There's a reason why for that, so definitely stay tuned for that and look forward to it. Anyways, up next, here is Burning Godzilla compared to the demoniacal fit Son Goku. Alright, very nice, very cool. Okay, and here is Burning Godzilla compared to the Bandai Movie Monster series Gemstone Godzilla. Very nice, very cool to see. Father and son, maybe, who knows. We still don't have a confirmation about that, but just a nice thought. But anyways, here are the two figures compared to each other, so very nice for sure. Alright. Okay, and now the final comparison that you guys have been waiting for. Here is the new Burning Godzilla compared to the SH Monsterarts Ultimate Burning Godzilla and the SH Monsterarts Birth Version Godzilla. And as you can see, they're all the same sculpt. The only difference is the paint apps. So definitely, he stands out the most between the two, all three of them. That gold paint definitely shines a lot more. They definitely brightened up the orange too, but man, this is awesome to look at. Pretty cool to see how far we've gone in the SH Monstars line, how far they've evolved. Yeah, let's see if we can get a side-by-side view. See if I can do that. And yeah, that is fucking awesome to see. Look at that. That is fucking cool. So obviously Obviously, it's easy to see how different he is compared to everyone else. He doesn't have the orange paint because he's pretty much the Godzilla Jr. all grown up at the very end of the film. Spoiler alert. But between these two, the most noticeable. I cannot speak today for fuck's sake. But anyways, the most noticeable difference is the orange paint, not only on the glowing part of Burning Godzilla, but also on the dorsal fins, mainly like the tail and like here. Because the actual design, this is how it is. It's not every dorsal fin is orange. It's just the main ones that are orange. Because everything else is normal. But for this one, they chose to turn every dorsal fin into that orange color, which it is a pretty cool concept. But nonetheless, and let's take a look at the eyes. Let's bring back Rebirth Goji. Let's look at the eyes on all of them. See if we can do that. And I gotta say, hot take, but compared to all three, I gotta say, the Ultimate Burning Godzilla has the best eyes, in my opinion. He has the best eyes. They just look more defined, more accurate, the most accurate. They all look cool, but I gotta say he has the most accurate eyes for a Burning Godzilla. Obviously, you cannot count this because this is not supposed to be Burning Godzilla, but between these two, he's got the better eyes. But everything else, admittedly, he's got better. The rest of the paint is better. He's not glossy. He's like him when it comes to like the more charcoal gray paint on the rest of his body. Besides the orange, obviously the orange is going to be glossy, but everything else, nothing's got glossy. That was my issue with this guy, because how glossy he was. But nonetheless, in my opinion, between these two, this guy's the most definitive version of Burning Godzilla on the market. And honestly, between the three, I can't really say which one is my favorite. Well, between these two, because already I'm liking this one a bit more than this guy. I still really like this guy, but I do have some issues with him, mainly the articulation. A lot of his stuff likes to pop off easily. Like, he's pretty damn loose, as you can see. And then this part of the tail, I don't like to mess around with it because it keeps popping off pretty easily the more you move it. So that's that. So all in all, between these two, even if I have the original Burning Godzilla, their first ever one, I still say this is the better one to go for. Definitely, he's a new kid on the block. Definitely go for this one. He is the most definitive Burning Godzilla on the market. So definitely pick him up. Add him to your collection because he is fucking worth it. Now, between him and Birth version, I cannot answer that because, again, two different Godzillas. This one's supposed to be Junior. This one's supposed to be his dad. So you can't really compare the two. The only thing you compare is the sculpt, because it's pretty much the same sculpt. But nonetheless, let's see one more comparison between these two. Mainly their accessories, their breath effects. So, can you guess which one is which? This one's the new Burning Godzilla Infinite Breath, and this one is the red breath from Birth version Godzilla. So, here they are, side by side. Definitely a noticeable difference in the paint, as well as the base too. I gotta say, there's no paint at all other than the orange gloss color for the new Burning Godzilla. Well, this one has more paint on it, more shading on it, I should say. So that's interesting. But nonetheless, very cool to have these breath effects. And yeah, you can switch them up if you want to, all that. And now, let's do one more thing. Normally, I would end the video here, but there is one more thing I want to try out. I'm going to try to put his smoke effects onto the new Burning Godzilla. I think that would be fucking cool to see. So I'm definitely going to do that. And I'll be right back. Okay, so the effect parks, the smoke effects absolutely work on him. No surprise, literally the same sculpt. But here he is with the Ultimate Burning Godzilla's smoke effects. So you can definitely put him on the new Burning Godzilla. And this looks fucking awesome. I'm not gonna lie. This guy's getting replaced by him. And it's kind of sad to say because, fun fact, believe it or not, This is actually my first ever SH Monsterarts that I ever got, way back in 2017. That's right, this is the first ever Monsterarts figure I ever got in my entire collection. This is the one that started it all. So it's kind of sad to see him get replaced, but I'm not gonna lie, guys. Come on. I mean, come on. Matter of fact, okay, this part always likes to pop off. I'm not gonna lie, but pretty easy to put back in. But either way, let's get him his beam to make this even more monstrous of a display. And look at that. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Look at that. Just look at that. Fucking beautiful. Let's turn it a bit. Look at that. Absolutely peak. This is beautiful. This is the ultimate burning Godzilla display for a Monsterarts figure. If you want the ultimate display for your burning Godzilla figure, if you have the ultimate burning Godzilla, definitely use his effect parts, his smoke effects, and get this guy, because this is peak burning Godzilla in figure form. This is awesome. Now obviously, there is a better effect part for his Infinite Breath, the one that came with the Fire Rodan figure from Monstars. That one has the Spiral Breath. You can definitely use that one. I think that one fits better than this one, but nonetheless, I'm not gonna waste like $700 on that Rodan figure just for the effect part. So I'm gonna settle with this because this looks awesome either way, and this figure is awesome. So overall, W figure from Tamashii Nations. They fucking nailed burning Godzilla here. This is a beautiful figure to have. So if you're a fan of Godzilla, and if you like burning Godzilla, even if you have any of the other recently released burning Godzilla, whether it's the original one or the ultimate burning Godzilla, absolutely pick this guy up either way, because this is fucking worth it. And now is the best time to do it, because I don't know if he's a web exclusive to Bandai Premium. I don't know, honestly, but aftermarket prices are definitely going to rise up. So he just released now, so do not sleep on this figure. This figure is the real deal. Easily the most definitive burning Godzilla figure. So definitely pick him up while you still can, because this guy is worth it. Absolutely worth it. Only like $115 I paid for this guy. Absolutely fucking worth it. With all the accessories he comes with, absolutely fucking worth it. So what are you waiting for? Go pick this guy up. This is awesome. Now obviously the smoke effect parts came with the ultimate burning Godzilla, so do keep that in mind. But he looks fucking awesome with everything. This is absolutely how I'm going to display him on my display. So definitely pick him up. W figure, W Tamashii Nations for this, and yeah, W unboxing. And that is going to wrap up this video. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. And of course, I will see you guys on the next video. Peace.